Woo! What's going on, everybody? If you're in Canada, happy Thanksgiving, happy turkey. I'm fucking stuffed. I'll probably be having leftover turkey for the next like 8 to 9 days. That's just how things happen. If you are American and you did not know that Canada had a different Thanksgiving than you, well, surprise. There's your little trivia. If you guys fix your metric system, we will fix our Thanksgiving system. I think that's a fair trade. I think I said that last week. So welcome. I know it is NFL Day. I know it is Devontae Wilder and Tyson Fury Aftermath Day. I know all that stuff, but it is New Comic Book Day, comic news, and Spec with me and the boys here in the Newbieverse. Tonight, I am joined by one man only, because as you know, my guys are mostly Canadian. So, Hyper, he's having his Thanksgiving stuff, so he can't join us, and rightfully so. BC, he told you guys he's in the hospital. He's expecting his second-born child, so big shout-outs to BC. Hype, or who's the other? Oh, Keys. Keys, again, not baby gap this time, but shoot. Oh, I should have had something there. Well, no, Keys is just, I don't know where he is. I think he's in bed or something like that. But yeah, welcome to the show. So it's just me and Face today. I'm going to bring Face in just in a little second. Guys, just really quickly, because I know they forget all the time. Previously on was fucked over by Facebook last week. Okay, they were fucked over. So make sure you guys go tune in this week. So you got Comic Dude, Keys, Hyper, Face, BC. Hopefully BC's there. Rocking it out tomorrow. Big announcement. A lot of giveaways. They also always kind of forget to say they got a subscriber giveaway. So make sure you guys go tune in. Tell your mom, tell your mailman, milkman, whatever the case may be. Let them know that FaceTime has a subscriber giveaway. So without further ado, let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend with no face. It is FaceTime. What's up, man?
What's going on, bro? Appreciate that.
Actually,
so this week though, we're just running like a kind of like basically another normal show, like we've always run, just because the Canadian holiday and everything like that. So we're gonna have like a normal show this week, and then the big show is actually the week after that, where we're doing the giveaways and all that, and the announcement and all that good stuff. So,
well, regardless, people need to know, right? So,
sure.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m. That's when you guys rock it, 7 p.m. Eastern time. I know a lot of Canadians are probably gonna be a little sleepy because of the turkey, but hey, right. It happens. Really quickly before we get started, let's. I don't know where this is coming from. This little cough, because like I don't have COVID or anything, but. But let's talk about our friends who support the channel. So first up, we got Big B Comics. You know the deal. They got 3 stores, one in Niagara, one in Hamilton, and one in Barrie. I will be shortly, not today, but shortly, maybe in a week or two, going to Big B in Barrie. So that's going to be exciting. Kind of scratch off the trifecta, but Big B Comics, they got big things happening. They're really good with stocking, shipping, everything like that. Make sure you guys go check out their Instagram, Facebook, and eBay pages. And Southern Ontario's own Bleecker Street Comics, comic book pressing, $10 a press, $5 a clean. If you're in Southern Ontario, near Niagara on Sundays, you can find my man Bleecker doing his thing in his booth at the flea market. Tons of books. If you don't believe me, go check out bleeckerstreetcomics.com. Boom. And Bleecker is a friend of Previously On as well, with Keys and all those guys. Does a hell of a job. So make sure you guys go tune in, check him out. All right. Face. New Comic Book Day, comic news, and newbie spec of the week. Now, I did add a little bit. I left. I didn't add. I left a little bit of news from last week. You guys remember I was in the hospital, so we had to cancel the show. So I'm going to just, we're going to be talking a little bit about it. Let's get it started. We're going to say hello to the chat, and then we're going to get going, because there is a wicked AFC matchup between the Bills and the Chiefs. But it's good football.
Yeah, who cares?
Eagles won today, so that's all I care about. Giants lost, Redskins lost. That's all I care about. So let's do it.
I would have liked Dallas to lose too, but
Yeah, I know, but lesser of two evils here. Just Cruz, my guy. I saw you this morning. We went to a small show. little bit of a disappointment, but hey, they all can't be winners. You guys hear me say that all the time. Mr. Just Cruz, just gold. First medal, Michael Barker. Silver's not too bad. I'll take it. Yeah, amen. Silver medal and bronze going to Empire. So again, we got 2/3 Canadians. Unless Michael Barker or Baker, sorry, not Barker. Baker is Canadian. Then we got a sweep. What is going on, Dan? How you doing, sir? Empire saying, "Oh, ancient one, because you're old." I get it. Ha. So they're doing a little bit of jokes there. Neighbor to the north, happy Turkey Day, sir. Yes. Again, it is Thanksgiving here in Canada. What's going on, Sith? Mr. Spine Ticks.
You guys eat turkey, huh?
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Crazy. Pie, all the jazz. Miguel, what is going on, sir? How are you? Mr. Uncanny Swag. Oh, man. I'm losing my voice here. Wesley, 1/2 of the future specs. What is going on, man? Wesley, I'm going to message you. I just want to know if you're going to Fan Expo or if you're going to the show in Mississauga in November. Let me know, man. I'd really finally like to meet up, man. So yeah, let me know. Damn, there's a show tonight. Of course there is, dude. Come on, man. It's Sunday. Let's go. Dan De La Torre. I will be in Disneyland with my daughters first week of November. I'd love to meet you in person. I think he's talking to Sith because like I'm not traveling anytime soon right now.
Yeah, this is probably going back to Disneyland.
Yeah.
He kind of lives there.
Brandon, Looney Tunes fan 2000. What a name. Favorite Looney Tunes character?
Damn, you really having a struggle with this one.
Oh, Roadrunner.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I was going through so much shit there. I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, because I didn't want to say Bugs. I feel like everybody likes Bugs. You know, like.
Yeah, I'd go with Marvin.
Marvin, yeah. Philly born, yes. Eagles are winning. What is going on, Mr. Black Crown sub fam? No baby yet. We're in the end game now. Just dropping in to show some love. Appreciate that. Be with the family.
Man, having a baby and on YouTube chats, that's crazy.
Dude, his wife is gonna have his wife
beat his ass.
His wife is gonna beat our asses. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna when I go up to Montreal and meet her, she's probably gonna smack me and be like, that's for that night. And I'll be like, oh shit, okay. But big congratulations to my guy BC, expecting his second baby. So that is always exciting. Well, I don't know, I don't have kids, so but I'm assuming that is very exciting. I know he's pumped. So yeah. Let's see. Ooh, Carla. When you can't sleep and Newbie is alive. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. Jacob, what's going on, man? How you doing, Mrs. Yeah. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Black Crown sending some support. So yeah, let's get it going. Let's start the show. Newbie was thinking Chewy and Looney Tunes for a moment, and it confused him. Man,
right? You're trying to count them.
How you doing? Empire. Damn, my internet went down. I'm back. What happened? Nothing, man. You just missed me taking a long ass time to say what my favorite Looney Tunes character is. I said the Roadrunner. So yeah. And what is going on? Turk. Pittsburgh logo there. So yeah, so they won today. Big shocker. I mean, well, Teddy Bridgewater wasn't playing for Denver, so hey, it is what it is. All right. So we're all entered. This is the Newbie verse. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're joining us from Canada, appreciate it. Anywhere else in the world. I know some people, you know, like Carla and some other people are from all over the world checking us out. So appreciate it. Let's get into it. Newbie verse. So new comic book day, comic news, and then Newbie spec of the week. All right, Face, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Face, I do got to ask you, like I always do, heavy week, light week. What do you think about this upcoming week on Wednesday?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I forget what all's coming out.
All right, well, it's always a good sign when I got the right date on. What's that?
I said we'll find out here in a few minutes.
It's always a good sign when I got the proper date. So this is for October 13th. Mr. Chef just came into the chat. So what's going on, Chef? How you doing? All right, let's get it started. Image Comics, second print, The Me You Love in the Dark. Again, we're just getting the second prints where the print run goes on this in the sense of like 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. Who knows? If you guys remember the first print, it's basically like this. Just they're going black and white.
Yeah, it's a sketch cover. It's probably gonna be pretty low print run. It's a decent series too, so I'll probably pick up a copy just to have it in the PC.
Are you going to be grabbing all this? Because like the story from what I'm being told, because I didn't pick it up. I can't remember if you yelled at me for picking it up or not picking it up. It's been pretty good, but
it is. But I think it's only like a 5-issue miniseries, so
yeah,
it's not a whole lot to commit to.
So I'm probably gonna go out on a limb and say they're probably gonna have about 5 prints and do even their even the second issue, the third issue, all that. I think they're all just gonna have like second or third prints. I think
it's hard to say. I mean, it's got to sell pretty well to get those multiple printings down the road. I think this one might hit a third print, but I don't see it hitting much higher than that.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm not big. I don't know. It's a pass for me, but most things are these days. I'm trying to still pick up that Tales of Suspense 39. So
right, gotta save the pennies.
We'll see. And like my good guy Comic Ozzy keeps reminding me, and Dan Delatorre, Newbie, they are not getting cheaper. So hurry the fuck up. And I value them when they message me. Some of them that are on sale and stuff like that. It's just fuck, man. It is a difficult fucking purchase to make, even though that is my book. So yeah, we'll see. All right, next book, Face. I know you're gonna love this. But we got Department of Truth second prints all over the place. So we've got issues 7, 8, 9. And then we've got 10, 11, 12. All second prints. You, my friend, are probably picking up all 6.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty heavy on this series. I love this series. So I'm gonna grab them just to have a copy in the PC. Nothing real huge. I mean, you could, if you're looking for possible future investment, I mean, like, you might want to grab the particular key issues. And I actually can't remember off the top of my head which ones they are, but one of our guys, Mr. Key Issues, he might be a good dude to DM and ask about it, because he's definitely got that memorized for sure.
Yeah, he's the one. Now, Face, I do want to ask you, because you are a big fan. Not to say that other people aren't a big fan of this, but are you surprised that they're coming out with 6 second prints in the same week?
Not really, because they've done some weird shit like this at Image recently. They did it with those Walking Dead prints. They did that other series. What the fuck was that series? We Only Find Them When They're Dead.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that one.
You know what I mean? I think they did it with 7 Secrets, where they released, a bunch of.
That's right. Yes, they did do that. Yep, they did do that.
I don't remember. But
yeah, no, I remember that one. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like because you've made. I remember specifically you making that comment when the Walking Dead ones came out, and even you said, because I remember it pretty well, when you said, you probably would have picked all of them up had they come out, say, separate. So like 2 a week instead of all at once, because it does add up.
Yeah, no, actually, I think it was Hyper.
Was it Hyper? Okay.
I think
I can't remember. Somebody said it. I thought it was
just because I actually did pick them all up. So.
Yeah, of course you do. So.
Well, it's Walking Dead, bro. So.
Yeah, I'm not picking any of these second prints up. And because I've gone to that warehouse, I've gone to like different places, and I'm seeing 9/8 of these second prints, these third prints, these fourth prints, these fifth prints. 9/8, they're even being sold as like $50 to $60. So I mean, it's even if you're picking this thing up raw and you're sending it off to CGC and waiting 2 years to get it back, the return doesn't still look like it's worth it, right? Like rapidly. So like I don't know. It's probably just best to already buy them raw or graded, because they're already at the price that the whole system of you buying it and sending it off is costing you. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. So just my thought, I don't know. And guys, I know you guys might not know, but like, yeah, I came across like a bunch of third, fourth, fifth printings of like some of the key issues. 9/8s they were selling for anywhere between 40 and $65. So
yeah, it's one of those things. It's gonna be, you know, like first of all, it is more heavily printed than like Something Is Killing the Children and whatever. So there's gonna be more copies out there, and obviously, everybody knows that it's been optioned already and everything, but until there's actually some movement on it, you're not really gonna see a lot of people get too heavily invested in it, or for it to even really hit more into the mainstream. Once they start actually doing something with it and those announcements starts coming out, that's when it gets more mainstream and those back issues become a bit more of a commodity.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go on to IDW here. And in IDW, we got Vader's Castle #4. I got to admit, Face, that book on the right there, that's a scary ass cover.
Yeah, that is a creepy ass cover right there. I'm not gonna lie, that might be the creepiest cover I've seen all year.
That's gonna be a tough 9/8 as well. It is black. It's got, I don't know, there's just a lot of areas there, like under the the bowl cut haircut and the eyes, and yet alone the book itself. But I that's gonna be a tough 9/8.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know. If there's something key in it, it might be worth getting graded. Other than that, it's probably just a normal cover buy.
Have you read this issue? This issue? Have you read any of this
Not
series
yet.
yet? No. Okay, I was gonna say, because like I don't know. I just know it's a mini, right? It is a mini.
Yeah, I've been reading the miniseries. It's like a Star Wars horror story.
Yeah,
basically the best way to put it. It's pretty good so far. So
too much Star Wars right now, man. So like that's
there's never too much Star Wars, man. That's blasphemy right there.
Yeah. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. All right, Face, it's your favorite talking. Now, I did limit the DC stuff to only the first appearances, issue #1s, just because of the week I had, guys. So it's my fault. But #1 alerts, we got young Diana. Interested to see what they do here, but this looks more of like a children's book. But again, you might come across some younger friends of hers or something. There might be some first appearances. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. Sometimes they do some weird stuff in these miniseries that might translate over later, but it kind of feels like it's just kind of its own offshoot. Yeah, I just can't see much coming of it.
No,
I don't think I'm picking this one up either.
No, and I was hoping Lasso would be in here to give me some respect here, because he always gets mad when I don't show up from Wonder Woman, and here I am talking about young Diana. So again, I'm kind of passing on this. There could be a first appearance. I mean, let's be real. The last 6 months, DC kind of just throws all these first appearances out there. So I've got no idea who we could see here. Carla is asking, what's the artist for this one? That's a good question, Carla. I will have to get back to you.
It should say on there up at the top.
No, I don't have it.
No. On the
it says Delaire, I think, or Belaire. Yeah, Bellaire.
Okay, so it's part Jordi Belaire.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is usually right. So that's what we're going to go with. Another #1. And just before Wesley kind of just said, what? You're not going to talk about all 300 new different Batman titles? Well, we got a #1 alert. We got Batman the Imposter. Cool cover. Not going to get it. Skipping it. So yeah, there's just too much Batman, man. And that one I can say that.
I mean, too much. It's Batman, so I'm picking it up. I'm curious as to. I don't know. I mean, I feel like we just had something kind of similar with the whole Batman the Detective series. I know Equilibrium wasn't exactly a Batman imposter, whereas I guess this is apparently exactly that. But yeah, It's a pretty similar premise. So, you know, whatever. I'll pick it up. I'll give it a read, and I'm not gonna lie. I half-ass hope it's not that good, and I can kind of get it off the list.
So, yeah.
So,
So you don't get
just because
down
it's a
that
mini
rabbit hole.
series, I could drop and save some money. But yeah,
Empire Comics saying way too much Batman, but I'm picking it up. Yeah, that's like Face. That's like Face with anything. Yeah, you know this, but I'm picking it up. So Face needs to like copyright that or make it into a T-shirt. You know, dot. But I'm gonna pick it up. So we'll see. All right.
might be a new slogan or something.
It could be, man. Hey. All right, Marvel Comics. Let's get it going. So, Black Panther Legends #1. I don't mind the cover on the left there, the cover A. Not really a fan of the cover on the right. Kind of looks like a children's book. I'm not sure.
So I'm gonna be honest. This is young Diana with Black Panther. I'm not
Right?
picking up young Diana. I'm not picking up this. So
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird. Like when I saw the covers, I'm like, oh, children's book. I don't. Yeah, so I don't know. I can assume that there might be a first appearance in here. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I guess if I would need to pick up an issue, I have a feeling that I can.
I think so too.
Probably the day after.
I think so too. I'm with you. Well, hey, quick and painless. I like it. All right, Dark Ages #1. Now this is the second print. Dark Ages just came out, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, something like that.
Yeah.
Not too long ago. They had a lot of covers. We talked about it. Again, I'm pretty sure this is the cover A, but it's got Spider-Man in the front instead of Captain America. If I remember correctly, #1, the first print had Captain America where Spider-Man is right now, but I could be wrong because I've been wrong before.
Don't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing. Other than that, I mean, I didn't pick up Dark Ages #1, even with all the covers and everything like that. But yeah,
I mean, the thing. Okay, so it's an alt reality story, and it's pretty good so far. I expect it to be really good because it's written by Tom Taylor. But it's an alt reality story. It does have a first appearance there in the Unmaker or whatever. But I mean, how much validity does that have, really? So I guess the main thing is if you're really into the series, then yeah, you might want to pick up the second print for your collection.
Yeah. Again, I don't know anything about the story. I did not pick up the story when it came out 2-3 weeks ago. Most of my shops have a lot of the first one out. I'm not sure it was as successful as maybe they thought, but yeah, still really there.
Man loses a fucking leg.
Empire saying I really liked it, but I'm not grabbing the second print. Empire, is there any like first appearances in it?
Yeah, the Unmaker.
Oh, the Unmaker.
Whatever the name is.
Sounds like such a DC character to make up. The Unmaker. Wesley's also saying that he thinks that the first print does have Spider-Man, so I might be mistaken, but for whatever reason, I feel like the first one had Captain America, so I'll have to Google it.
I have no idea. I can't remember.
Yeah. All right, #1 alert. We got Darkhold #1. So basically, you got a fucked up Iron Man going. Am I picking it up? No. This to me screams like Dark Knights, Dark Legend of Legends of Dark Knight, Legends Metal of whatever. Like I just got that vibe with it. I'm not sure, and just because it's got Iron Man on it is not going to sell me because I've passed up a lot of Iron Man stuff in the past. So yeah, I just this is a fucking pass for me. I don't know.
Well, so the first issue, the Darkhold Alpha or whatever, introduced the Darkhold Defiled or whatever team, some like body horror concepts on some different characters. But this is like it's cool because we know that they're gonna do some stuff with the Darkhold, both in the Marvel Comics universe, and probably in the MCU, you're going to see it play a role. It's one of those that I guess it'll kind of be like background information type stories, because I think if I remember right, this is all taking place before Trial of Magneto, where Wanda is essentially killed and then comes back. So I mean, yeah, you kind of know the end result is going to be status quo. So
yeah. Marvel is saying if Dark Ages is an alternate world story, isn't technically every character a first appearance?
Yeah, actually, fair enough.
Whoa, right? Like, what do you think? Yeah,
yeah, that's true. He does have a point.
Jesus, Marvel, 10:01 Eastern time, dropping some knowledge on everybody right there. Yeah, well, hey, we'll see. Sticking with Second Prince and a character that's very popular. And before I continue, I like to, chime in and go on a lot of different shows. And like I've been telling everybody, hey, you know what? Got a hunch that the Moon Knight trailer is going to be dropped at D23. I mean, whether you like the guy or not, but I was listening to TiVo's show just before my show with Mikey Sutton, and Mikey actually confirmed that Moon Knight trailer will be dropping at D23. So that's going to be cool. Little pat on the back for myself. But yeah, like I've been saying for the past 3 weeks, right? Because usually when I was saying it because I was warning people like, hey, if you want to be on Moon Knight, this is your last chance. So this is your last chance. Not right now, not this second, not this minute, not this hour. But we're kind of getting to that point where like D23 is November 18, 19, 20 or 19, 20, 21, something like that this year.
Like that.
Those 3 days. You basically got like a month, man. You got 4 weeks to pick up these Moon Knight, because you know just as well as I do. And if you're new to this game, you're less than a year or even just a year, and you missed D23 last year, I can assure you one thing. Last year, there was a lot of things, like every year, announced. Everybody wasn't picking up Riri Williams. Nobody gave a fuck about Riri Williams except yours truly, okay? And a few Iron Man people. Once they announced that she was having her own show and this and that, look at what's going on with Riri Williams, man. Like, and not just that character. There's a lot of other characters we go back. It's just the way it works. So make sure to cover your ass, get your Moon Knight stuff before that trailer drops, before D23, because if you look at them now, they're just going to double, if not go up, and up. And you're probably not going to be able to afford fucking Moon Knight 1 at this rate. So just be on the lookout.
Yeah, they are getting pricey.
Dark Ages does have Spider-Man on front cover. Okay, so yeah, Comic Dude was saying something about silhouette or lighting or something like that. So we'll have to see. But yeah, Moon Knight #1. A lot of people are going after this one because this one had that first appearance of, if I'm not mistaken, Moon Hunter.
Hunter's Moon,
whatever the fuck. Come on, man. Just fuck. Yeah, that guy. So I don't know. Fuck. I think I said that last time too when I introduced his character. So yeah, probably. Hunter's Moon Hunter, whatever the case may be. But we got the second appearance. So
yeah, obviously there's some controversy over where the first appearance is at, whether it's in this issue or issue 3, but I guess to be safe, just grab them both. They're still pretty new, probably a lot of copies out there because there was a shit ton of Moon Knight #1. So actually Moon Knight #3 was pretty, I think, hard to come by, but
well, if there is a
print soon, I'm sure.
If there is a controversy, I know, the young gunners, as Mel V likes to call them, Decor, Batcave, all those guys, they could solve it, because anytime there's a controversy or, proven to be an issue with the first appearance or something like that, they always try to prove it right and show the work. So, maybe I'll have to ask them to be like, yo, what's the first appearance? But shout out to those guys, because those guys do a lot of good stuff. All right. Next up, we've got another Star Wars title, Trial of Shadows #1.
Trial.
What did I say? Trail of Shadows #1.
yeah, you know, it's a new Star Wars mini. There's probably gonna be some first appearances and shit.
Yo, hold on. Sorry, Phase, hold on. Wesley, first appearance issue 1. Change my mind.
Right?
Yo, I'm not trying to
I
change
kind of
anybody's
agree.
mind, man. Oh shit. What up,
I'm
Jack?
pretty much in agreement. I mean, I think it's issue 1, but I have both issues. But yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Anyway, getting back to the Star Wars. So you know, it's a new miniseries. There'll probably be some first appearances in here. Star Wars is hot right now, and you know the stories are pretty good for the most part. So I'm into it. So I'm gonna check it out, of course.
Yeah, of course. It's Star Wars, so why
Right?
not? Why not? Big shout outs to Chad. He's always fucking hilarious in this chat. He is straight up not centering him out because I don't like centering people out. But you know, and I thanked everybody for checking in. But Chad checked in on me, you know, kind of made me laugh, even though I had a fucking concussion and wasn't supposed to be looking at a screen. But big shout outs to Chad. He's always repping the show. He's always having fun in here. Poking fun at me. So big shout outs to him.
Well,
man.
you know, it's not very hard.
No, it's not. It's not. I make it pretty easy. All right. I know Tim is going to be watching this on the rewind. So I've got a few days maybe to make this pick good. I don't think it's going to be good if you're looking for bikinis or breasts or blood. Don't think so. Straight pick. I just love the art on this.
Already setting it up for the letdown.
Oh yeah. So I really like the art on this book that I'm going to say is my dynamite pick of the week. Am I picking it up? No. Am I going to go see the movie that just dropped? Hell yes, because my girl Ana de Armas is in it. I love her. But we got pick of the week, the James Bond. I just love this, like, I don't know. I want to say it's like 70s like style. I just love the colors. These colors really speak to me. It's got a nice flair. I would love to have something like this. You guys hear me always say, you know, like some of the art from comics, sometimes like I would love to just have some books just because of the art on it, right? So like I could just put it up on a wall or on a shelf, and even though most people wouldn't know what it is, they'd be like, hey man, that's pretty cool art. This kind of has the same, minus the fact that it says James Bond on it. But yeah, I just like the art on it. Again, I'm not picking it up rather. So
I'm going to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh fuck.
Tim's going to be disappointed as hell.
Oh yeah, probably. But we can't please everybody in the newbie verse. There's always going to be somebody mad at you. So but yeah, straight up art. And again, you know, Ana de Armas, I love her. Haven't seen the movie yet. Heard a lot of good things about it. Just saw this title. Thinking of her as this lady, and just again, the colors, everything like that. So it is what it is. Boom.
Well,
Face, I think you're disappointed too. I think you were.
I am.
Yeah.
That was just bad.
Well, hey, you know, like the chat said one day, you know, BC should be responsible for it. So maybe we need to get a vote going, and maybe you be in charge of Dynamite Pick of the Week.
You put me in charge of it? All right.
No, man, I'm not. We'll take a vote. Just my vote counts as 2. That's all. All right. That's nice of you to say. You provide great content, and you're a good dude, even if you have shady co-host. That's a shot at you, Face. No,
like it.
I was worried about you, bro. Man, you know what? You know, not to get soft on anybody or anything like that, and there's nothing wrong with it. I hate that notion that dudes got to be tough and fucking. I love chicks and working out. You know, you could be emotional, you can cry. But I do really appreciate everybody that, you know, checked in on me. Like I said, I was only posting that I was at the hospital because I didn't want anybody to actually think I was ducking the show to watch like Tom Brady play football. Like I was actually, you know, obviously you guys know now I got a concussion and shit like that. So I just wanted to let everybody know I wasn't ducking or canceling or things like that. So, but I thank everybody, you know, who tuned in or who checked in on me and wished me well. You know what I mean?
And I apologize, but you guys have to understand. He called Wookiees Chewies, so I had to drive up there and smack the shit out of him.
Oh, All right, comic book news. And guys, speaking of Sunday, we missed Sunday's show because of, the incident that I had. So there is a little bit of news that you might think, well, wait a minute. This is like a week old. Why are we talking about it? Well, because we didn't talk about it in the Newbieverse. So let's bring it up. First up, well, we got some DC stuff. I'm assuming that this is going to be brought up at DC Fandom. Now, Face, you might have that information, or somebody in the chat. I don't know what date the DC thing is. I think it's the first week of November or the last week of October. I can't remember. But anyway, they're probably going to maybe have a trailer by then. But yeah, the breaking news is that Ezra Miller's upcoming The Flash movie, which has a bunch of fucking characters, Michael Keaton, Supergirl, I think I'm missing one more, but it finally wrapped up, so we could have a trailer.
Well, good. I mean, I think the best that I'm hoping for from this movie is that it sort of reboots the DCEU. But it feels like even if it does, they're gonna kind of like New 52 it, where some shit they keep, some stuff they don't. Like I can't imagine them getting rid of Wonder Woman or Aquaman or Shazam, but they're kind of gonna maybe get rid of the Justice League shit before that. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out.
It's also next week, by the way. Dr. Lovebucks is saying it's the 16th, so next week.
So okay, I mean,
which changes nothing for me. I'm not gonna run out and fucking chase fucking DC Spec or books that like I know are still gonna be in a fucking dollar bin like later on. I just don't think that DC has the leverage like D23. I think D23 everybody's like watching and then they fucking go on eBay or fucking call in sick to go get those books. DC I just don't think has the same thing, man. I just don't. So
I mean, maybe not right now. Comics
not right now. No, not right now.
Yeah, comics is cyclic. Eventually, Marvel will start falling off again, and DC might get hot again. Who knows? Yeah, the big thing is fixing the fucking DCEU. That's what they need to really do, because I mean that's where Marvel has made a lot of its bread and butter right now. With the cinematic universe, and even that brings more people into comics and everything because they watch the movies and they like them and they get into it. So DC really concentrated on making a solid, cinematic universe too. They might get the same result. They'd have people getting more into buying Batman comics or Wonder Woman or whatever.
I wish I knew more about like Green Lantern books. There's just so many, because like I feel like I come across so much Green Lantern stuff and so much Green Lantern books that basically are just given away for nothing. Like I went to this dude's garage who was selling stuff, and he had like a box and he was selling pretty much everything for $1. But he literally was like, hey man, like if you want, buy one and get like 4 free. And it was Green Lantern. But I knew nothing about Green Lantern, and I also just didn't want to fucking have all these Green Lantern books just to, what I mean, like have them. So yeah. But like I find that Green Lantern, I can find like long box after long box after long box of, and I don't know anything about any of them. So
there's a lot of mythology and lore to just like the whole Green Lantern sector of the DC universe in itself. So it gets pretty heavy, and the HBO series is going to introduce people to a lot of that. So, that's pretty cool.
The only thing that matters this month is Dune, October 22nd. Yeah, dude, that's going to be pretty good. That's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, shit looks great.
DC specking is fun because those books are all truly in the dollar. Yeah, dude. And that's the thing that bothers me. It's like they're all a fucking $1, but I still don't know anything about them, so it pisses me off. I got to do more research on like my DC stuff, because dude, you are absolutely right. It's all a fucking $1. Like you might even get lucky and get it for like 50 cents or a quarter or something like that. So yeah. All right. Well, let's keep it DC. So we've got a Black Adam and Justice League of America glimpse. So Black Adam is done. we might get something, but there was a photo that was leaked on the actress that is going to be playing shit. I forget the character's name, but she is the granddaughter of Red Tornado. Not Red Tornadoes, Red Tornado.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting because Red Tornado's a fucking robot.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm very interested to see how they play this one out. Her name is Cyclone. Cyclone, yeah, that's what it is. If I'm not mistaken,
it's gonna be interesting how they validate that all of that in the short amount of time that they have in the movie. So
yeah, so I don't know if that's like the like, from my understanding, this is like a younger girl. Like, I don't understand if that's going to be like the main villain, or like I don't know. I'm confused as hell. But yeah, basically there was like a picture leaked from it saying that she was going to be in it. So that's kind of interesting. But again, I'm expecting Black Adam to kind of be like an anti-hero in the end, like kind of fight Shazam, or maybe show up in Shazam, but then in this Black Adam movie, like it's solo. Like I feel like we're just gonna get like kind of more of his origin story, and then just him fighting. I don't think he's gonna fight a big baddie. I think DC is probably gonna like wait for that a little bit later. So
yeah, I mean, it does feel like it'll be more of like an origin story where you'll kind of see, I don't know. At the end, you'll probably see sort of like I guess kind of a villainous side to him, probably. Whereas, like, then maybe they'll lead into something that they do with him and Shazam together, and maybe that sort of starts the kind of anti-hero turn for him.
is Red Tornado like the Vision for DC? Yeah, I mean, I'm not 100% familiar with like everything about Red Tornado. I just know that I remember I picked up a 6.5 for like $40, graded last October, sold it. It was a book that actually Simple Man and Bolo, when they were doing their hot comics, their back issues, they had it on their top 10 like twice. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it's kind of like Vision, I would say. I just don't.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities.
No, yeah. And obviously they have opposites, right? But yeah, basically, it's funny because Squid Game Marble saying, yeah, Red Tornado is a Vision ripoff, so it makes sense for him to have kids too.
Yeah,
yeah. So we'll see. Ozzy, what is going on, my Canadian friend? Happy Thanksgiving. I'm full of turkey. I don't know about you, but yeah. All right. I know everybody's excited because I know like everybody in this chat, I think picked
what the fuck is this?
I think people picked this up. I think people bought this. But guys, we've got a Hot Toys Activate the House Party Protocol with the silver. This is basically the armor that he wore in Iron Man 3. Okay. This figure retails for $485 US and is available for pre-order through Sideshow with payment plans that start for $54 a month. This thing is, I think it's like, well, I think it's like 2 feet or something like that. But it is significant because it is the fucking Iron Man suit from Iron Man 3.
So hold on. You want to pay $500?
I'm not paying $500
for the armor he pissed himself in.
I'm not paying $500 for this, man. When I saw this, I was like, okay, I got to put it on the news. This is gonna be hilarious as hell. You know, people are gonna be buying it, but dude, this is crazy to me. This is crazy. Yeah, it's like a foot and a half, right? The Love Box is saying it's 12 inches. Yeah. Yeah, dude, statues, action figures, nothing against them because there are a lot of people who collect them. Keys collects a few, you know, like I don't know, Hype, BC, like whoever. I got nothing against toys or statues. It's just, man, some of these things, like for $500 US, I am not picking this up. I am putting that money somewhere else. That's for sure. So, $500 is not expensive, dude. On a
I just wouldn't want the armor that he pissed himself in for sure.
Oh God, stop. I was reading more in between the lines where I was like, okay, why are we doing Iron Man 3 stuff? And then anytime I hear Iron Man 3, I think of Harley Keener. That's where I go. And I still do think that book, Web of Spider-Man 1 from this year, is a book that I think people should have graded and have 9.8. I just think there's something there. So Newbie, we better not see that armor on your back wall. No, I don't. No. I'm actually looking into because I'm gonna have a few slabs come back. I'm gonna be kind of redoing the back. I'm gonna be redoing my my office, as the cool kids would say, or my location.
Get rid of that god awful fucking poster.
Get out of here! Come on, man. Come on. All right. Next up, my girl Scarlett Johansson has finally agreed, or whatever the case may be, but they are finally on good terms. She is going to be doing the Terror Tower. She's going to be producing it now as part of the deal. They actually gave her a few bucks here. They admitted that they went wrong, all that stuff. They made it right. Scarlett Johansson, I believe, has dropped her lawsuit and this and that, blah, blah, blah. Things are good. That's good. I was hearing on a few podcasts, actually, and I was reading it, that maybe this is good because there is somebody who had said that this will open the door for her to kind of do some cameos, like kind of what's the word, face, backflash, not backflash, flashback. Holy shit. Flashbacks and things like that. So that could open the door for that. So that's kind of cool, right? She's an OG, she's an original. So you know I'm happy.
I'm just gonna say real quick, if you haven't watched What If yet, the last episode or whatever, I'm gonna put out a spoiler here in a minute. So if you haven't seen it, you might want to turn this off for a second.
I haven't seen the last episode yet. I've just been too busy working. So spoil it. I'm okay with it. No, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it.
All right, because the way that it ended, they inserted that version's Black Widow into a universe that lost their Black Widow. So, they potentially could have put her in the MCU universe.
They could. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. All right, guys. For those of you that say Newbie doesn't show BC, Newbie doesn't show DC any love, this is supposedly going to happen at Fandom. So the big news, it's kind of lame if you ask me, but Robert Pattinson teases that Catwoman surprises for the trailer. So we're going to get another trailer apparently on the 16th. Zoe Kravitz, who is playing Selena Kyle, who is Catwoman. We're probably going to see her in this trailer. Do you care?
I mean, okay, it's cool, I guess. It's hard to say. It's just gonna be it's definitely gonna be a different take on the Batman movies and everything like that. So it could be really good, but it could go very wrong too. So
I mean, Catwoman being an iconic character. I don't care what you say, who you are. I mean, she is. I mean, when you think of, like, I'll say that, right? When you think of Batman characters, there's a lot of them that are very iconic. Catwoman being one of them. Like when you think of like female comic, cartoon, whatever, Catwoman has got to be in your top three. I mean, I would probably say like Wonder Woman, Catwoman.
Honestly, Catwoman is probably the least of my concerns with this movie.
yeah. Oh, 100%. But I'm just saying, like, there's so much, like, it's gonna, I mean, I don't want to say it's gonna make her popular, but like, yeah, people are just gonna be talking about her a bit more. Great. But it doesn't really do anything. Like her first appearances, her books are already hot. Like they're always gonna be like that because they're early as fuck. And there's not really much Catwoman can do. I mean, fuck, what was it last year when Catwoman 23 came out and they did that like first appearance? That was like the best thing that's happened to Catwoman in like fucking years.
That was actually a second appearance.
Second appearance, whatever, you know what I mean. But yeah, I don't think this does anything for anybody. To be honest with you, with Catwoman, with Batman, just yeah. I mean, it's cool that we finally get her, but I mean, I'm not really surprised or hyped.
I mean, it's cool. It just doesn't really do anything more as far as my expectations for the movie. I'm excited to see it. You know, I hope it's good, but you know, we'll see.
I remember there was early rumors of Hush appearing. That would be cool too. Yeah, I think a lot of people want to see like Court of Owls and things like that, though, right? Chad,
Yeah,
I love Anne Hathaway. I find her very attractive. I think she's great actress, very diverse in a lot of roles. I thought she played a great Catwoman too.
yeah, I thought she was pretty good.
Yeah, I thought she played really well. But then again, I really like those Batman movies, like the Christian Bale ones. I really enjoyed them. So
I mean, yeah, I like the first two, especially mostly everything
yeah, the last
other
one
than
was
Bale.
yeah, the Bane one was yeah.
Yeah, the last one was not as good, but I mean, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
Just
right.
they didn't need to make Bane a sidekick again. You know, there
No,
was just a lot of things that they did that they just didn't need to do. But whatever.
no, exactly. All right, Eternals, Chloe Zhao. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I mispronounced it, but she wants to direct a Star Wars movie. I think that this is going to be very interesting. Because I do believe that this Eternal movie is going to be unreal. I think it's going to be one of the best. I think Eternals is going to probably be a top 2 movie for everybody. I really mean it. You know, you could laugh now, but I think a lot of people are going to be like, holy shit. I really do expect big things from Eternals. If that is a success, and she wants to do a Star Wars movie, I mean, she's won awards, like so, like she is big time. I think that she could do it, but basically, you would be getting a glimpse of what the Star Wars world would look like in this Eternals movie, right? Like what she's capable of, or how she directs and stuff like that. So I think that's kind of cool.
I mean, this is I don't know. It's just hard to say because like, what the fuck are they doing with Star Wars now as far as movies? You know, the sequel trilogy they did that, and
What happened to
it obviously got mixed.
Star Wars is what, or no, said nobody. What happened to that?
No, I'm just saying, as far as movies itself, it feels like they're really only at this point doing like sort of like standalone offshoot movies, or I don't know, maybe they're gonna jump into like High Republic or something like that, but I feel like that would be more down the road.
Yeah, I think so
So
too.
it would either be standalone. I just can't see them doing much after, you know, the sequel trilogy era. So
Next Star Wars movie is The Rogue in 2023.
yeah, and I think that's pretty much like a standalone type spin-off movie. So
Yeah. All right. Well, it's been about 2 weeks, right? It's been 2 weeks. So Venom 2, everybody should have seen it. If you were like me, you got it spoiled. Because I mean, people did not follow the do not spoil sign left on everybody's YouTube channel or Insta, but a lot of people spoiled it. However, there's a lot of noise now about how a stronger symbiote, not null, but anti-venom, could be in this upcoming world, this MCU, this multiverse, wherever the case may be. So we might be introduced to, say, Toxin, who is Patrick Mulligan, who at the end of the movie was still alive with those fucking blue eyes. So who knows if he's already with that symbiote or if they're going a different route. Scream as well. I mean, I was a little bit disappointed that we didn't get any mention of her. I also haven't watched any Easter egg videos on the movie, so I could have missed a Scream Easter egg. I don't think I did. But yeah, I think Anti-Venom would be kind of cool, depending on who wears it, Flash or Eddie or whoever, but who knows what happens. Again, we're talking about a fucking massive book, though, because I believe it's Amazing Spider-Man 569 second print, and the 9.8 is like a $1,600 to $1,700 book.
yeah, it's something ridiculous. I mean, I don't know. It's just Venom it is just even still feels like its own thing rather than you know, part of the MCU or anything like that. So
I'm also tired of this too. FaZe, what are your thoughts? I'm tired of him just only fighting symbiotes.
yeah, they could definitely give him some other villains for sure.
Right. And I don't get it because like in both instances, he literally comes out and says, I'm not as strong as this one. This one's a fucking killer. This one will fucking kill. But yet he beats them like nothing. Like I just don't get it. Like I watched Venom 1 again like the other day, and I'm like, wow, that's how he beat him. Like after saying he couldn't beat him because he's the most powerful and this and that. I'm like, holy crap.
Well, shit, it was really her that beat him, Anne Wayne. His girlfriend.
Oh shoot, Specs man, I didn't know that you didn't see it, but like I just assumed because there was so much fucking spoilers. Did Shriek survive? Yes.
It's apparently a yes and no. So like, I guess it looks like in the movie she didn't survive, but I guess afterwards the directors have come out and said that they sort of left it to where there's the potential where we're bringing her back or whatever like that. Some kind of shit like that.
Yeah. As for Dylan, no, there was no mention of kids. Eddie doesn't have a girlfriend, doesn't nothing. There's nothing of it.
And is still alive at the end of the movie though. So
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, that ASM cover with Anti-Venom is fucking dope. I wish I would have got it. So the final fight looks like puddles of colored oil splashing each other.
Right.
No, I want to be spoiled. Been looking for spoilers. Yeah, for Venom, yeah. Just basically the multiverse happens. Spider-Man comes up on the TV, he licks it. He says that guy. Now, just before that, Venom does tell Eddie that there's about 1,800 years or something like that of knowledge that he has, and he mentions the Hive and other symbiotes, not by name. He just says that. So, I mean, people are saying no. We'll see. Carla, have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad. I guess I kept you up. I don't know, but thank you for tuning in. Yeah, she was crushed by the church bell. So, all right, this is probably the biggest news of the week. And if you're a fan of Fantastic Four like I am, well, you are hoping that you see one of two things here. But if you don't know, she actually, Agatha, is the nanny for Franklin Richards. Now, if you look at the title here, the deal includes multiple Marvel shows and movies, which means there are a lot of opportunities for her to come. I got messaged by somebody. I will not name them. I am not friends with this person. It's just a person that always tries to outdo me in information. I didn't know I had this problem. And he told me that they're doing solo movies for Agatha. Wrong. But hey, big shout outs to you. Shoot for the moon. If you miss, you will land on a star. All good. I just don't believe that they'll do a solo thing with this. I just think that this to me screams, Franklin Richards, she's going to be a nanny. This screams she's going to be in the Witches of Salem. This screams Nicholas, her son. This screams, another crossover between possibly like Doctor Strange and with Wanda. This screams, Spectrum. Her showing up against like all those things. That's where I kind of see it. I don't see her having a solo movie, but this is really good news. This book, Fantastic Four 94, has also spiked in the last 3-4 days since the news was announced.
Yeah, it feels like, so I guess they're saying that she's going to get her own spin-off show initially, which, that feels like something that they would probably be fairly I guess fairly into the development on and everything like that. Like this is probably something that they have already been working on. You know, they're kind of just announcing the deal and everything like that now. Um, the ideas were probably already out there, which is why the deal's made. So, you know, if she's getting her own series first, it kind of you know, yeah, I would just think that something along the lines of like Salem 7 or yeah, the Nicholas Scratch stuff is possible. Uh, again, the multiple movies and shows and everything like that. You know, there's been some talk about the Daughters of Liberty that
Yep.
definitely feels like something that they could do. You know, down the road. I see. It just feels like her first spinoff. I think they're saying is going to center around her.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
probably
from
going to be a
there, she'll be
prequel,
another
like
stuff.
leading
So,
up to WandaVision or like
yeah,
just something like that, like origin stuff. But like, I'm
could
not.
be.
I just don't know if she can hold a whole. I don't know. I mean, I've been wrong before, people. So
I mean, she did pretty well carrying fucking WandaVision. I
yeah,
mean, don't get me wrong, WandaVision was, you know, good for the most part otherwise too, but she was a pretty strong factor in that show.
yeah. We'll see. We'll see. All right, that's comic news, and we had a little bit of extra there because there was some things that we wanted to talk about from last week's show. So you guys already know what this is. It's Newbie Spec of the Week. Again, before we go on, I just want to be responsible and let you know I am not forcing you to buy or listen to the Spec. Face is not forcing you to buy or listen to the Spec. No one associated with the Newbieverse, its lawyers, its production managers, its team is telling you to buy any of these books. I say that because people, I have and do have people saying, "Hey man, I bought this book and it's not $1,000 book yet." You buy at your own risk. It's more information if you want, or spec, whatever the case may be. I'm just giving you guys some information. So yeah, that's it. Face, are you ready?
It takes time to pan out too.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. I think a lot of people just don't realize, like, I think, and it doesn't, is not necessarily just with me, just like with anybody who specs, like, anybody, some people want to know what book to buy today that'll make me $1,000 tomorrow. And there's not many, there's not many options I can say, that you'll get $1,000 tomorrow. That'd just be really lucky. I'd be really good. So a lot of these books are like really cheap, but you'll probably be banking some money down the road. All right. Newbie Spec of the Week, October 13th, 2021. No, wait, what day is it today? 10th. Newbie Spec of the Week, Sunday, October 10th, 2021. Here we go. First book. Face. Oh my God. Here we go. Newbie Spec of the Week. First book. And if Brandon is here, or Comic Dude Hype, I think we passed this book up. I can't remember. Anyway, this is Nova number 12. Now, you guys all know I am a big fan of Sam Alexander.
I swear that says Nova number 11.
What did I say? Yeah, Nova number 11. Oh, sorry. I meant to say 11. Face, come on, man. So, as everybody knows lately, meetings or team ups or joining teams has been kind of a hot thing, and there is some heat. There is some money involved. Yeah, Comic Dude knows what I'm talking about. Yes, this is the book. So this is the first appearance of Richard Rider and Sam Alexander meeting up. I think this is a no-brainer. They have to meet. Kevin Feige has come out, I think, October or November, December last year, talking about it, saying that both of them are going to come. At what capacity, who knows? But I just feel like you can't have both of them not know of each other. I've been pretty big on Sam Alexander, trying to pick up as many keys as possible. This is a very undervalued book. Raw copies of this book go anywhere between $2 and $10. Now, if you're saying to me, no way, Newbie, there is no way. I can assure you, Comic Dude, Key Issues, Hyper, and myself passed this book, and I believe it was $2. I'm so used to saying $1 for books because I find a lot of good ones, but This is a $2 book, and you can find it out there. Again, it's just going to be $1,000 book. I hope. I can't predict the future, but I really do think that this has some heat. I really do. I believe in Nova, and I believe in Sam Alexander.
Well, I don't think it's going to be $1,000 book or anything.
Hey, you never know that, man.
Yeah, no, it could definitely gain in value. You know, like you said, these first meetings have kind of had a resurgence in popularity, and you know, this is a good one to get because we're going to get both versions of Nova in the MCU at some point, it sounds like. So yeah, it just seems logical that they would meet.
Yeah, I think the other thing that gets lost sometimes, Face, is when we look at a character like, say, Sam Alexander, there's not many keys, right?
Right.
And you know, and I'm speaking as an Iron Man fan, where like, I mean, I can count the keys on Iron Man and maybe one hand, you know, so I know the feeling. But there's not many books on Sam Alexander. There's not many keys. So why not one, grab them while you can as well, right? This meeting, I think this is a no-brainer for team ups. We know that they're both coming, so why not? $2 to $10 book, even if it ends up being a $35 book. Like a lot of people say, you know, when you find like 10 to 15 copies at $2, and I apologize because Empire's saying I wish I could find this for $2, but I know I've seen it. Comic Dude, you know, we found these for $2. But you know, when you do that math over and you can find like 10 copies and you're paying, you know, what, 10 times 2, so you're paying $20 and you can ultimately sell them even if they got to like $30. You know what I mean? Like you're tripling your money like that. You know, at the end of the day, that $20 turns into like $300-400, and you're looking at a really nice book, right? So when you're talking about that, I mean, I think it is. Not to mention, I think it's a cool ass cover. We all have seen some of these team ups and some of these meetings go up in price. So just be on the lookout for it. Again, Nova, Sam Alexander, not that many keys, people. All right. I don't know if there's a theme. I can't remember my spec. So book number 2. Oh shit, there is. Oh my God. What?
It seems like it.
Oh my God. All right. Wow. What do we got here? Well, we got Nova number 1, the 5th series from 2013. Now, a lot of people might be familiar with number 1, which is on the left. And I bring this up because I had a little rant the other day about Nebula 1. And I'm still pissed off at Nebula 1. I mean, unless you're a Nebula fan, great. I get it. They could have a Disney show. I'm hearing her and Gamora, whatever. But you're talking about a character that's already had about 5-6 projects, is going to be in some more. The book is not going to be $1,000 book, even 9.8. If it is, my bad. I just think that's stupid.
I mean, it was kind of, I guess it was kind of low print, but that would be.
I mean, get the hell out of here with that shit, man.
Well, it's true. I mean, it was low print, and I guess it's her first solo series or some shit. I don't know, but it just doesn't really feel like that's a whole lot of value.
No, there. I think that that Nebula 1 is gonna, like, a lot of people are gonna be disappointed. I get it. It's a cool cover. People are like, Newbie, don't hate it. It's a cool cover. I love the cover. I think it's cool. It's iconic because we see Nebula like that in the movie. But where I get pissed off is when people are saying that's going to be a $1,200 book, just like Khan, just like Riri. It's like, what? Are you out of your mind? This, on the other hand, is a number
not
1.
A first appearance either, though.
What's that?
It's Nebula 1's not a first appearance or anything either.
No, not at all. It's not a cameo of anything, nothing, right? But when we talk about characters where you can put up the information or say the following, this could be like Khan, this could be like Riri's solo series, right? Where it got to a certain point, right? Riri solo is a $1,200 book now, $1,000 book in 9.8, right? Like, that's just what it is. You want to look to see yourself get money and a number 1 that will. This is a number 1. I talked about it. This, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, just all that stuff, right? There's another one I always forget, and then I think about it later. Oh, like Ben Reilly, like all of those. Those are a lot that could see more potential than, say, the Nebula 1, right? This one, 100%. The book on the right is supposedly a variant. I think it's the 1 in 50. And Face, you're pretty good at variants. I've never seen that book on the right, but I've been told that somebody has picked it up for $5 in a back issue bin.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
I think it is the 1 in 50 years.
I think it's the 1 in 50. I don't think it's a 1 in 25. I think it is the 1 in 50. But yeah, just keep in mind, and something else that I wrote, it's smart to jump on Sam Alexander. There's no CGC sales yet. You can find this book for $5 to $20 Canadian, but keep this in mind. Sam Alexander, his first appearance has gone up in price since January by $250. 6 months, it went up $250. You could find a 9.8 for close to like $100. Now they're selling between $350 to $500. It is going to be just a matter of time before that book hits $7. So what are people going to be doing? Because they're cheap enough, these books will be hot. Specsman is saying that it is a 1 in 100. So me and Face are both wrong. Thank you for that. That's kind of cool. But yeah, this is a number one that I could, jump on. This is a number one that I could see if you're looking to make money. I think this is one. This is a really good one.
Yeah, I would agree.
Joel Flowers is saying, just set aside this Nova book. When I was organizing my collection today, I think this will do numbers. Yeah, I do too, man. And especially if you find that now what is 1 in 100, yeah, big time.
For sure.
But this, again, this number one is one. So, yeah, this is the number one you want to have. All right. Newbie Spec of the Week, book number 3. What? Another number one. Face. What's going on here?
Shocking.
So we got Jessica Jones, number 1, first solo series. You know what? I wrote hard 9.
Hold on. So what about Alias?
So that's the first appearance.
But it was a solo series for her too, though. So how? Like, I'm curious how that works, because are they counting this as first solo series because her, her name is on the cover rather than?
I think you could be right. But when you said that comment, then my mind was like, wait a minute. Yeah, I mean, he's got a point. That Alias is her first appearance. Now it could be, but under the Jessica Jones title, maybe. I don't know. This is what I'm gonna go with. This is just me going with it. I think that with Alias being her first appearance, with Alias being already, if you haven't checked, 9.8s in that book are like $1,800, $2,000 book. Like, that book is just stupid expensive. Stupid. This one seems to be the next best thing. There's not many Jessica Jones stuff, but I do believe that this character shows back up in the MCU. Now, I did say hard 9.8 to find. I kind of want to argue that. I don't think it's a 9.8. It's a hard 9.8 to find. Because I found like 8 to 10 copies. And I paid $6 for 8 copies. I bought 8 copies. But there was more copies left. But I just picked up like the ones that were 9.8 because it was just a no-brainer. I mean, for $6 to have 8 of these, she is coming to the MCU. Even if this does not make it to $1,000 in 9.8, I am more than sure I could make a nice return, especially finding this book for like close to 40 cents a book. Just a no-brainer. So...
yeah, I mean, I can definitely see it gaining some value and everything like that. Regardless of the the first solo series thing or whatever. Just because she doesn't have a lot of keys, a number one for any series. Her early stuff would probably have some value.
Yeah, just so people know. Just so people know. And I think I got 2 at Bleecker. And I've already sent a few to CGC. So, yeah, it's just, you know what, guys? It is a cheap enough book that even if it's wrong, I mean, I really like the cover. I'm biased with the white ones. I think the character is going to come back to the MCU at some point, and when she does, people are just going to scramble. They're going to look at the first appearance, Alias 1, and be like, shit, I can't afford $1,800 now. Imagine when she shows up in the show and she becomes popular and things like that. It's going to be even more. So people are going to go to that next best thing, right?
Makes sense.
So just the book. And again, guys, they're fucking out there. So, you know, don't let your teachers tell you otherwise. All right. Purple Man. Dang, noobs. Yeah. So that is the show, people. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. My Canadians, I appreciate you for tuning in on this holiday, which is Thanksgiving. Don't be jealous, my American friends. You guys have your Thanksgiving in like what, 4 weeks, 5 weeks?
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yes, Specs Man. There is a hip hop variant as well. Tuesday, we will be back at it. We are going to go after hours, which means no PowerPoint, just conversations. Face and me will probably disagree, swear, whatever the case may be. We'll figure it out. This Alias one now might be a topic that we talk about, but like I always say, chat, bring the questions, any questions that you guys might have. 3K sub giveaway video is coming soon. Again, guys, I promise you a week and a half ago, but the hospital, so I couldn't do it. I should have that. I should have that this week. Also got another video dropping. So things like that are going to be happening. So I'll be on the lookout for that. And Face, let the people know what's going on with you.
Sure. Tomorrow, catch us on Previously On at 7:00 over on my channel. And then like I said, we're gonna probably have just like a normal show, pretty much like we've always had. And then the big show is actually going to be the 18th. So,
all right, the 18th. So yeah, there's gonna be some giveaways. There's some breaking news, things like that. But 7 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Make sure you guys go check out Mr. FaceTime and the gang. Previously On. So you got Key Issues. You got Hyper. You got Comic Dude. Am I missing anybody? BC, place to be. Yeah. Hopefully he's a dad of 2 by the next time we see him. All right, guys.
All right.
That's the show. Thank you so much. And remember, keep looking, because books that I talk about are out there.